Perfect. Hello, everyone. My name is Xuan. As briefly introduced in the VR environment, so I spent many years in the world of finance, particularly in venture capital and private equity, where I dealt with many new ideas, right? That were looking for money to be funded and hope to change the world. And during so many years, I realized that many of them failed. And many of them failed not because of the quality of the idea or the lack of perseverance in their idea, or even resources. Something else was there. And this is something that from the real world, the professional world, from practice, is something that I perceived, and therefore I made this a area for research where I wanted to discover more and try to contribute to the world of business and beyond. Just to start with some of the how people see venture capital is that I see that among the judges, we have someone from the world. So this will be for you, I just revisit, but interesting for the others, that people will see venture capital people that provide money, right? Like ATM, that you go there with your idea, that normally a very rough idea, and that you need to perfect. You need to make it more suitable for the market or the dressing. Sometimes people see venture capital, and not just in China, as a way to increase for other reasons. For example, to increase their prestige, right? To say, I have received funding from this fund, it's very renowned, and it's make me popular, or it's a kind of stamp to the recognition of what they have proposed. And then it's very fun job because you get to see very sometimes very unusual ideas that they would like to bring ahead and change the world with a different view. And sometimes this is something that eventually find its niche of application. And also time, and here we have many researchers. We have a dream, right? To invent, to patent the next invention, and to make a lot of money, right? So it's not just money, but of course, money counts. But in reality, what I saw is that we might end up spending lots of resources on something that will not find the market, or ended up being impractical. And this is in the whole world of ideas that then can be made into new inventions or discovery from a lab. In a whole this world, because it was so large, I decided to concentrate on something that I was very familiar with, but only from a practitioner point of view, not from a researcher point of view, which is that of business model. Now, the business model is something that you may have a conflicting definitions or very varied definitions. Most of you will probably know very well the business model canvas, which is a graph that is widely used in entrepreneurship class to teach undergraduates or even aspiring entrepreneurs how to really think about and outline what is the model of the business that you are doing. But actually, it is something more. And this is the core of my the niche where I'm digging in deeply. And one of the things that I discovered through this research is still ongoing is that each of us actually, we do have values. And these values are those that translate into and kind of manipulate our mind, and they act as logics of, for us, what makes sense and what doesn't. And because this is quite, and there's a lot of literature in this that support this, and but then there's more. So is this logic is then objectified, so it becomes the expression, and this is when you have an artifact, an object that show what you have, how you see the world, and also through the different types of activity that you do. And this is how I'm able to analyze for different types of firms, and how and why they do certain way, how they especially I'm specialized in analyzing very early stage ventures, including not just commercial. It can be also social ventures, for example. They pursue social goals to protect environments, to increase health awareness in China, or for other objectives. And one of the things, so as I was saying, so every day of them, they pursue different kind of values that will shape how they see the world. And then will end up in impacting what is for them valuable in terms of action, in terms of product. For example, when I say object, it may include also the product itself is an artifact. It's produced. It can be industrialized product. It can be also an artisan. There are many ways, but itself, how we decide to do the product, how we design, if it's compatible, a sustainable product, if it's compatible to a circular economy. All of this is very interesting, because this is a way that will help us to understand better how entrepreneurs from the very beginning, they have a baggage with logics that they are they're shaping the way, the activity they are bringing on. And if entrepreneurs, they are aware of this, because normally we just act without too much reflection on why I'm doing this, for example, for this reason, then we are able to avoid some of the recurrent, I would say, a routine that will lead eventually to the failure for to reach the goal that has been preset. Something just with to conclude is that this is with a citation of I'll call it the theory of the turkey. So the turkey, when they always think that everything, like a stock market, would go very well, and they will grow and grow infinitely, and they'll think that next day will be better, and they were fed with food, and they don't know that eventually one day will arrive with Thanksgiving, which with the day where they will be served on table. And this is just to say that when we do activity, including the one I'm researching for organizations and the businesses, they are influenced highly by the individual, of course, the baggage that could be also group in the collective thinking. So your own individual thinking is then interacting with your team that is influenced by the society, by the values of the society, a certain way, and this is something that is quite interesting to be aware of and to have more insight. Thank you very much. I see my time is